In New York City, there are many different passes you could buy, with one of them being the 7-day unlimited Metro card. At a first glance, this Metro card looks like gold, as at a cost of $34, you get unlimited Metro card rides for that week. In New York, the fare for a subway or MTA bus is around $2.90, with one transfer to another bus or train that expires in 2 hours. Now, this might be your first immediate option to take. However, if you just use the same tap to pay Omni or credit card, it automatically caps you out at $34 a week, where then for the rest of the week, the trains or buses are completely free. Perfect for New York City, where public transportation is key from getting from point A to B. As for exploring Japan, Suica or Pasmo cards are absolute lifesavers. I mean, you're allowed to skip the confusing ticket kiosks, and you avoid fumbling for coins, and as a big bonus, you don't hold up an entire station with you getting confused. Of course, this depends on how long you stay from city to city. As like the tap-to-pay system in New York, there are better money-saving ways of payment, such as the unlimited 1-day, 2-day, or 3-day tickets for the Tokyo subway, which gives you unlimited rides for the amount of time you have chosen. And I mean, look at those prices, they are absolutely fabulous. So, of course, I'll be using the second option, as I'll be spending approximately a week in Tokyo, so I hope my decision is correct, and I don't end up emptying my wallet. No, I hope I don't. And that's not all. An even better money-saving option is found in Osaka, as they have something called the Osaka Amazing Pass, which not only gives you unlimited Osaka Metro Line passes for a given amount of time, but it also allows you to visit vast amounts of locations for free, such as the Osaka Castle. Trying to make your money stretch out as much as possible as a tourist who only wants to save some money is stressful enough. Like, I don't wish this upon anyone, as nothing screams I didn't plan ahead like holding up a rush hour crowd while trying to decode a ticket machine for how to get your ticket, even though for the most part you probably did prepare. But now let's not forget about the elephant in the room when it comes to public transportation. Good etiquette. In New York, we stand to the right and walk up left for most escalators, with the exception being when the escalator isn't big enough to fit multiple people. Now, if you go to Osaka, this tip stays true as most locals in Osaka do the same. However, in Tokyo, it's quite the opposite. If you decide to stand on the left, with the unfortunate assumption that it's the same as Osaka, you will basically become the human version of a traffic cone, with angry locals lining up behind you, as locals in Tokyo stand to the left and walk up to the right of the escalators. Of course, subway etiquette in Japan doesn't just boil down to packed escalators and remembering where to stand. It's also about remembering what happens when too many tourists forget that they're in someone else's space, with most being locals. It's when crowds start disrupting the daily life of these locals when public transportation turns into an obstacle course, with noise, trash, and disrespectful behavior starting to take out to locals, which cause issues to rise. A quick glance in the New York City public transportation system shows that it's not uncommon to see people yelling, music blasting, and conversations being had left and right while you have a full breakdance performance in the middle of the train. Now, many locals find these things kinda unwelcome, but they already used to this kind of tomfoolery. Now, if we were to go from one train car in New York to another in Tokyo, you will notice a big difference almost immediately. Most, if not all train cars in Japan are dead quiet, due to the Japanese culture which prioritizes respect above all else. So having a loud conversation on the train would probably cause side eyes from everyone. So remember that different places have different social rules. Now look, nobody's perfect. I am most definitely gonna slip up while I'm in Japan, and you're blood to slip up too. Of course, locals aren't expecting you to be a top 10 A+ student, perfect in understanding their culture and way of living. But the effort, that's what really counts. You learn as you go, you adapt, you mess up once, and then the next time, you try your absolute hardest to not slip up again. And hey, wherever you go, remember this one thing. If you're lost, Google will be your lifesaver. Just search up what you may have forgotten, like which side of the escalator to stand on in insert city, and you will have your answer right away. I know it will come in clutch when I need it the most. So yeah, transit tips? They're about saving cash, yeah, but make sure to remember to not be that tourist when doing so.